How goes the family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hope you guys having a great and exceptional day. Alrighty. Nate Dogg was one of the most best artists in the music industry family. I grew up listening to his music that he was featured on with Snoop Dogg, Warren G, Fabulous, and so many others. I remember back when I was younger, I had a decent singing voice. And when I first heard Nate Dogg sing, he actually made me want to be the kind of singer he was, because when I used to try to be a rapper when I was younger, I would actually sing my own hooks, and because of his creative voice and pitch, I would actually try to implement that into the music that I was making back then. Oh, those are the days. Anyways, he's a native of Long Beach, California, but Nate Dogg's beginning as an artist came as a member of the group 213, alongside with his cousin Snoop Dogg and Warren G, before making standout appearances on multiple Death Row Records releases, including Dr. Dre's The Chronic and Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style albums. He released 3 studio albums during his career: G-Funk Classics Volumes 1 and 2, 1998. I still have that CD. Music and Me, 2001. Where Does the Time Go? And self-titled efforts in 2003. Renowned for his commanding yet silky vocals, Nate Dogg lent his tenor to numerous hit singles for other artists throughout the 90s and early 2000s. These tracks included Warren G's 1994 single Regulate, Most Def's Oh No, Fabulous Can't Deny It, Ludacris's Area Codes, Eminem's Till I Collapse. It was very sad when I heard of his death so many years ago. Nate Dogg was originally from Mississippi and was in the Marine Corps. After his passing, he left his family, and his musical legacy still lives on. According to the article that I read the other day, his wife and children will receive proceeds from the late Coroner's estate, which has been valued at $2.7 million. The latest development concerning Nate Dogg's estate comes following a lengthy legal battle involving the singer's wife, LaToya Calvin, his surviving children, and their mothers. According to court documents obtained by Radar Online, the $2.7 million from the estate will be split evenly among Nate Dogg's wife and his 9 children by multiple women. All of Nate Dogg's outstanding debts, including $144,000 owed in taxes to the IRS, had been paid and accounted for prior to the final evaluation of the estate was determined. I'm sure Snoop Dogg and Warren G probably helped out in that aspect. Additionally, all of his financial obligations to his family had been settled as of the time of the payout. And before I go on, family, the topic of estate planning and life for your loved ones after death isn't talked about enough with most families, specifically black families, in regards to this subject matter. And in today's world, the debt ratios are so high in most families that the idea of being able to leave something financially substantial is becoming less and less regular for everyday working people. And like I said, we live in a time now where, the cost of living is so egregious that most people are just trying to survive the day to day, that it doesn't give them enough time to plan for their future and things of that nature, because you're constantly in the rat race. So that's why during the pandemic, when, the cost of living was much better compared to now, and people have more time on their hands, I express religiously, hey, take advantage of being able to do 2 things: save your money and invest your money in asset accumulating vehicles to ensure that you have a brighter future, because you never know when things might change. Here we are in 2025 and things have changed drastically to where people can't afford to buy a home, people can barely afford to pay their rent, it's getting harder for people to hold on to jobs. It's a different world we're living in 2025. So for celebrities that are known for making millions of dollars a year, if they do not have an estate plan, will, or etc., and so forth, then the chance of their assets will or could go to the federal government, state government, possibly county and city government all at the same time. So to make it very long story short, Nate Dogg's wife and 9 children were battling over his assets after his passing. A divorce was filed before Nate Dogg before his passing, and therefore his wife still had a legal claim to his assets. Nate Dogg passed away on March 15, 2011. That was a crazy time. I remember exactly where I was working at in Crystal City, Virginia, following years of medical complications related to multiple strokes. He was 41 years old. Crazy. I'm 42 at the time of his death. And I know if Nate Dogg was still alive right now, he was still making music. I remember he started making gospel music and things of that nature because he came from a home of pastors, his mother and his father, because it comes from a small town in Mississippi. So I got nothing but love and respect for Nate Dogg and his family. I make this video out of love and respect, number one. Number two, because whatever his personal dealings in life was his personal dealings. But in number two, I'll say that Nate Dogg, for the most part, he left a great legacy. And I know if he was alive to this day, he'd be still making great music. He'd probably be producing more music. His legacy still lives on. So shout out to Nate Dogg. Much respect to you. Regulators, mount up. Don't forget to check out Larry's Anything Goes online store. Hopefully you guys support your local entrepreneur. Remember, if you can't get fired if you own the company, it's 2025. It's time for you to own something. If you're a stock market investor, crypto investor, individual retirement account investor, don't forget to check out WEBULL, Stat, acornscriptors.com, Coinbase. All those platforms you'll be able to make money move so you don't live broke like a fool. And I know do great deep things. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. Make money move so you can live broke like a fool. As they say in Spanish. Bienvenido a la vida. Welcome to life.